All right, let's dive into one of the most important, but maybe least glamorous shots in all of tennis, the defensive reset. And look, this is so much more than just hitting the ball back over the net. It's about how you can grab control of a point right when you feel like you have absolutely none.
Come on, you know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You're deep into a rally, 5, 6, 7 shots in, and you're just getting yanked from side to side. You're gasping for air and basically just hoping your opponent finally messes up. You're just reacting. You're not in charge. Well, that feeling, it ends today.
You know, for most of us club-level players, those long, grinding baseline rallies, they're just a statistical nightmare. It's true. The longer that point goes on from way back there, the higher the chance that you're the one who's going to make that unforced error. So the reset shot, it's not just some defensive lob. Think of it as your tactical escape plan.
Okay, so let's start by digging into exactly why this baseline nightmare even happens. What is going on in our heads, in our bodies, that makes us lose control when we're on the run?
When you're under pressure, your brain just goes into overdrive. We call this the decision dilemma. You're totally stuck between two bad choices, right? Do I go for some high-risk, low-percentage winner that's probably going to fly into the net? Or do I play it way too safe, float a lollipop back, and just let my opponent crush an easy put away? And it's that indecision, that panic, that leads to rushed, sloppy shots and, you guessed it, lost points.
All right, enough about the problem. Let's get to the solution. In this next part, we are going to completely reframe that defensive shot. It's not just about survival anymore. We're turning it into a powerful, strategic weapon.
So what is a reset, really? I mean, it's not just a high lob. It is a purpose-built shot that has 3 very clear goals. First, stop the attack in its tracks. Second, buy yourself some precious seconds to get back into position. And third, force the rally back to a totally neutral 50-50 ball.
And this chart really just nails the difference in mindset. Think about it. An attacking shot is pure aggression. It's flat, it's fast, and it's super high risk because you're trying to win the point right now. The reset shot is the complete opposite. It's your shield. The goal isn't to win, it's just to extend the point. It's patient, it's high, it's looping, and it's an incredibly low-risk, high-percentage play.
This is so important. When you're on defense, you have to completely switch your objective. Stop trying to hit some spectacular highlight reel winner from 3 feet behind the baseline. Your new mission is dead simple. Don't miss. Just live to fight another ball.
Okay, so we get the why. Now let's get into the how. What are the actual building blocks? What are the key ingredients that make up a really effective rally-changing reset?
Listen, if you only take one single thing away from this whole explainer, let it be this. The #1 most reliable way to get depth on your defensive shots is to add height. That's it. Hitting the ball higher over the net uses gravity to do the work for you. It basically guarantees that the ball will land deep in your opponent's court and push them back off the baseline. And once you've got that fundamental principle of height down, you can start adding these other disruptive layers. You can vary the pace. A slower ball totally messes with your opponent's timing. You can use heavy topspin, which makes that high, deep ball kick up aggressively after the bounce, which is just a nightmare to handle. And hey, when in doubt, the high cross-court shot is, statistically, your safest and most effective target. It just gives you so much more margin for error.
Okay, now for the really cool part. A great reset isn't just one shot and you're done. No, it's the first move in a sequence, a pattern that can flip the entire dynamic of the point, taking you from defense straight to offense in a matter of seconds.
Here's the pattern. It's simple. Step 1, you execute that deep, high reset, pushing your opponent way back. Step 2, you use the time you just bought yourself to recover to the middle of the court. Step 3, now, because you push them back with the tough, high ball, you start to anticipate a weaker, shorter reply coming back. And step 4, you pounce. You step in, you take that short ball, and now you're the one in control.
So this all sounds pretty good in theory, doesn't it? But we all know the real challenge is actually pulling this off when you're tired, you're stressed, and you're under some serious pressure from your opponent.
Biologically, when we're under stress, our muscles tighten up and our swings get shorter and faster. We kind of panic. The absolute key is to have a mental cue, something simple you can tell yourself like height or lift or just slow down. That cue forces you to take a full, relaxed swing, even when every single instinct in your body is screaming at you to rush. Your mind has to take charge and command your body.
And this really gets to the heart of what a winning tennis mindset is all about. champions aren't defined by their once-in-a-lifetime amazing winners. They're defined by their simple refusal to miss the routine shots. And the reset, well, that's your ultimate routine shot, designed for maximum consistency when it matters most.
So let's end with this thought. I want you to stop thinking of defense as a weakness or some kind of passive state you fall into. By mastering the reset, you can actually turn defense into a proactive, strategic weapon, one that wears down your opponents, forces them into errors, and sets you up to take control of the match. So what if playing great defense was actually the smartest way to play offense?